Hey up YouTubers, Simon B here, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping safe out there. Seem to be spending a lot of time in this place at the moment, but I've spent some hard-earned cash again. No freebie this week, so I've spent my own money. RS behind us, we've had that now a little bit more than a month. Done what, just over 300 mile on it. Changed a couple of bits on things on it. We've got a higher seat on it. We've got a different screen on it, a little smaller one, MRA with the spoiler on it, which made a hell of a difference. Nothing wrong with the original one, it's just a bit big, innit? You know, it's like, it's like just a bit big. This bike has got bar risers on it, and I've been reading a little bit about the GS handlebar mod. I thought, hey, why not? Let's see what it does. But the only problem is the bloody price, isn't it? So this this girt box arrived from our mate Nippy Norman's. Not a freebie, I had to pay for this. I've got an invoice there. Don't make sure yet. And it came with this this wrapped up sleeping bag in it. And the weird thing about it is that for the amount of money you spent, all you got was that and that. It's like, all right, okay then. So this is the Wunderlich. I think that's how you pronounce it. Wunderlich. GS handlebar conversion kit for your RS1200 and your RS1250. It's going to be sort of a step-by-step fitting instruction video. So if you'd like to know how these fit on and what you've got to do to put them on, as they say, stick around, stay tuned.
Like and subscribe.
So that's the whole kit that you get apart from the handlebars. These are to reuse the bar end stops. There'll be the bolts for them. That's the clamps for the handlebars, and they're the 4 bolts to go on them. Because the yoke on the top of the RS is the same as the GS, so it's relatively easy really. There's a question that usually goes about is, do you need to disconnect the clutch master cylinder from the hose to reroute the pipe? People on the internet say no, I don't know yet. I've looked at it, I think it's a cable tie that wants moving. At the end of the day, instead of doing that, to having to possibly having to bleed the whole system, would be to drop the fork leg out of the top yoke and put it to the other side of the yoke. I think that would be easier. But we'll have a look, see what happens, and get on with it, eh? There's a full set of instructions that come with the kit. It's all big photographs and stuff like that, so it's quite easy to sort of to comprehend. The difficult part is probably taking the switch gear off. The other question a lot of people have been asking, do they come pre-drilled? Yes, they do. I've got a hole in them. There they are. I don't know if there's a cheaper kit. Somebody said there might be a cheaper kit. 275 quid. A bit of money in it. You don't even pay that for a set of rentals. Anyway, so let's get on with it. So first things first, off with the Capuride. What a great bit of kit. If you haven't got one, check out the affiliated link down below. Check out the video, put thing up there for the Capuride. People say it's a bit cack and it's a bit rubbish, but nah. The more I use it, the more I find out what it does. It's quite good. So yeah, half the price, well, less than half the price of the Chiggy, but it depends what you want really. But yeah, Capuride. One of the things that's going to be a bit of a pain now is, where do I mount my GPS? A lot of people move the GPS onto the front of the cockpit on the RS because they say it's a bit of intrusive. I don't mind it there, but anyway, let's get on with it. So 2 screws on the clutch master cylinder. The reason you take the plastic clip off is you need to unplug the controls so you can pull this off. Just behind the left grip, if you fold it back, there's a bolt that goes through which keeps everything together. That's to come out, which allows the controller to come out. One connector. It doesn't say in the instructions to take that off, but to get into, to take the second cable out, you just can't get in to get it. Just pull the plugs out this side. Oh, there we go. That's one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. So that's one side off. It doesn't really tell you how to do anything else. It said that it now says the clutch master cylinder should just slide off, but it just doesn't seem to be, so we'll do it in a sec. Now we'll do the other side. Came to a bit of a dilemma then. We couldn't get the right hand switch gear off because you need to remove this one of these screws, which you need a long T8 to get to it. But the instructions say just remove one, but then you've got to get to the back and remove the other one, which then removes the whole switch gear, which enables you to get to this screw here. So we're back on track now. I thought we'd have to be out to go and get a bit of a tool, because the smallest I've got is a T10, but these little tiny screws are a T8, so it's a T8. No, I looked upstairs, I've looked on YouTube. I looked at 5 different videos of how to take these off to find out what size it is, and nobody told you. So I'm telling you, it's a T8, just a normal T8, not security or anything like that, just a normal T8. So now you can take the screw out, which holds everything on. It does say on the instructions that once you undo the switch gear, it all just comes off, but it doesn't. So they're 13mm to take the bolts out for the handlebars. I'm hoping there's a possibility I might better reuse these. They're the things with the holes in, which I might be able to use. So get one side off. Now I'll take the other side off. So that's a set of our bars off for the off the RS. 6mm Allen. I'm using these fancy Allen keys, Allen heads, what you want to call them, Allen keys, with the balls on them. Try to use the other side, not the ball side. Potentially you haven't got as much surface area on that, you could damage them, but you probably already knew that. So I'm thinking now, is this because we've got the bar risers on this bike, is it going to be any better me spending 275 quid and putting the other bars on it? I don't know. I don't think they do as much as the other bars, but hey, we'll see. Always put it back on, can't we? So I'd say putting it back on is, we'll put it on the opposite way of what we took it off. Thread everything on first. That's what I'm thinking anyway. But because they're a little bit wider, it's going to be teak. Oh, there we go. I don't really know why I'm sliding them on, really. So these guys are shaped and only go in one place, but you can find that out yourself, can't you, to which way they should be going round. Basically the same as taking it all off, it goes back on the opposite way. So all these bits, this stuff just really needs to go back on. A little bit cleaner here. Well, we can only but try, can't we? If you do anything with your throttle, just make sure before you finish off anything that it works, nothing catching it. It's the same when you put your bar ends on, just make sure that that's right and everything's okay. There's nothing worse of putting it all together and finding out that it doesn't. You've got to take it all off again, but if you check now, it's the first thing you've done, that everything's fine. I'll set clutch and lever in a minute once we get everything back together. So what I'm going to just do is put a bit of GT85, because these two plugs here have rubbers on them to keep it waterproof. Somebody should make a tray to stick on a bike, put all your tools on, you're doing stuff like this. Now sometimes on these bikes people say that the left hand controls stop working. Now them plugs in there can sometimes work loose. People say no, they can't. I've seen it. I had one on my old GS. The AT grip plug came out, and it happened to a mate of mine as well. If anything stops working on the left hand side of your controls, just whip the little plastic cover off the bottom of it and just make sure that that they're both plugged in correctly, because they sometimes work loose. Don't need to tell you how much to tighten these on, because they're already written on them. 8 Newton meters. Bolt goes in the end. 2 bits, one grips against the other and makes it bigger and tightens up inside. So they just go on the outside now. Yeah, so that's basically how it sort of all goes together. We'll set up the ergonomics of the clutch and the brake lever. You don't need to know that. Well, we've discussed that before. If you've never seen that video of ergonomics, I'll stick the video up there. You better look at it. We'll put the GPS mount back on. Like I said, the only thing that you're going to need for this job, really, you probably have everything else if you're going to tackle this, is a little T8 screwdriver, just to take that screw out of that mount there so you can take it off. I thought I was going to have to go out and nip out and go and get some new tools, but we found one in the menagerie of tools. So yeah, that's what she looks like. Looking like a GS now. So yeah, we've got the MRA, just put the MRA screen on, which is a little bit shorter, and then with the wind deflector you can put that away from where you want. I've not tried it in the low position yet, but that was in the high position, and it's, you know, it's considerably smaller. I think it's the same off my GS really, but it says it's for an RS, but I don't know if it's slightly different or what it is, but made a bit of a difference. Doesn't make the front of the bike look so massive, you know, because that screen sort of does, doesn't it? You know, look at that in the low position, it's quite small. What else have we done? We put the cool seat on it because we put the higher seat on it. Let's say put the GS bars on it now, so all we need to do is take it out for a Ross, which we are tomorrow, and there'll be a video coming of the update of what these are like once we get these sorted, and hopefully everything, the money that we spent was well spent. Hopefully for the money that well spent, not just for Nipping Norman's sticker. Quite thin, that's not very good quality, that Norman, come on. I know they're expensive stickers, so tell me about it. Yeah, so hopefully it's not, we haven't spent too much money on something that we didn't really need, so it'll be good. So yeah, if you like sort of video, any questions, anything like to know, just comment down below. You got an RS, thinking of doing this, I don't know what it's going to be like, I haven't been out on it yet, but it looks like it is slightly higher and slightly this way, even with the other bar risers on it, and they look a little bit wider. Clutch, you don't need to undo it or do anything with it, or even reroute it. There's loads of slack in there now. There is a tie wrap down there somewhere if you want to undo it, but like I say, instead of taking it off and doing everything, I think the easiest thing would be just to drop the fork leg out, put it to the other side. Switch gears, everything is relatively simple, just take your time, little screwdrivers in. But yeah, if you like that, give us a big thumbs up, thanks very much. If you've not been here before and you quite like this content, don't forget there's a button down there for that sort of stuff. Give us a subscription, ring that bell. Every time I upload a video you'll get notification. Bit of merch, Simon B t-shirts. Check out the influencerstore.co.uk down below. Everything's in the comment, that description box below. All the stuff's down there for us. So yeah, if you're riding out there, don't forget, ride safe, be safe, keep safe, and as they say, I'll see you soon.
Like and subscribe.